Okay. Twitch has always been difficult. Okay, give me good words, please. All right, so we got two of you guys back in. Where's how are we doing on YouTube? I kind of had to give up on TikTok because that kept on killing the stream for some reason. I have no idea why. Excellent. Thank you, Legion. Thank you for returning. Weird gap. All right. Time to fill it in. I mean, technically, I could leave this all exposed and go on to build something else. Oh, wait. I don't need to do that. Right now, I can actually go ahead, since I have the pickaxe, and just delete these guys. Right now, we're just trying to find our starting point. Remember, you do have options. If you wanted to go ahead and build out the rest of your ship using the floorboards, you definitely could. It's just you gotta be aware that there are fewer options for 8x pieces. You have more 8x8 pieces than you will have 8x16, and 8x16 pieces would be useful. You have a couple 8x over in the oh my god, I forgot what it's called. The other kit, Shogun kit. Shogun is one of the few kits that actually have dang it, 8x16s, and I've used those in many places. Love those pieces. Anyone want to build a Ferris wheel? Time to get building. Ah. $9.40. We've got 20 minutes left. And we have... Okay, I think we need to take a big step back. Anybody new coming in is going to be wondering what the heck we're doing. And we are building a giant circle in the sky. Why are we building a giant circle in the sky, you ask? Well, you know, because we like spaceships and stuff. And this is only one of our few circles in the sky that we have to take care of. Now the warp nacelles. Oh boy. There we go. See red piece? Turn it. That's all I did. I just turned it. Literally flipped it. And it turned. See? There it is again. And it's seemingly random. If I knew the pattern for it, I would absolutely plan for it, but it's just one of those things that happens. Oh, you are out of place, my friend. Yes, you are. All right, let's get this in here and get it up here. Just so wrong. 1 and 2. Come on. Well, I gotta say, at least getting an angle for the nacelles is going to be a lot easier on this than going from flat. You already have the angle built in. And there you go. We got our ring. Put a ring on it. We got our ring, and we have the ability to do two things here. We can work with the planks, and we can work with our wall pieces. So floor pieces or wall pieces, the option is entirely up to you. I've used 2 by 8 pieces on this particular build, but you can go ahead and experiment with building your own circles. You know, just make sure to follow some of the basic rules of it. With this, I think I put then this one and kind of simplify some of the placement of these pieces so we can have more bulkhead and much faster. But the important thing is getting that first piece set up. That first piece determines how everything's going to fit together. So it's like one of the reasons to spend more time on that initial setup than pretty much on anything else. Because once that's done, then it's going to determine how the rest of the pieces, including the smaller segments, come together. So I may have to find another way to decrease the slope here, even if it's just stepping in by 1 and then by another 1 until we are at smaller circles. But that may complicate things a little bit. But we're going to see exactly how many complications we have. And we just kind of work with it. Remember, you can try to build a gigantic tube, but the further back you go, the tighter those pieces are going to get. So remember that. I'm warning you in the early. So don't come complain to me. This works for the purpose that I have built it for. And it's the starting piece where I have 3 bulkheads that come together. And then they decrease. So there we go. Nice circle. That side piece that I was talking about earlier, there's a stripe that runs down. And because we are using the wall pieces, we suddenly have the ability to have more color. So let's take a look. Ah, see, we have red now. So we can actually take that red and have a nice stripe running all the way down the side. We're going to have to sacrifice a couple of pieces, however. So either use the single pieces in here, or I think there are a couple of white pieces in Supernova. See, white wall pieces, you got 2. No, hold on. This is not the piece I'm looking for. This is rounded. I think this is the... Their burger has that stripe in the bottom. Got pink walls, yellow walls. Oh yeah, some more brick walls from Friendly Neighborhood. So instead of wood, we can put brick. Those are fun. Let's see what else we got. We got Aki's Lighthouse. Yellow walls from Nana. Nana wall. Striped. It's not like fully yellow. Sunny wall from Palm Paradise. Those are interesting. I'm looking for a 2x wall. Oh, I still have to use this one. That one's fun. Let's see what else we got. White wall number 1 from Pleasant Park. Oh, I forgot about that. Pleasant Park has a yellow wall number 2, but I think the yellow wall has... Nope, the backside is part yellow. So, not happening. Too much potential. It sucks when the previews of the walls don't match up the actual appearance of the wall. Maybe we'd be stuck with that. Zesty. Beachy interior. Oh, interior walls. That's not going to be very helpful. All right, we'll cancel that. Okay, 951. Contest. Yep, we definitely got to do better about sharing those. Where's my bed? Oh, I destroyed it. Let's get a little daylight in here. Oops. I built it on the edge. All right, here we go. Back to daylight. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. But, like I said, we do have the ability to now place these. Now, the big issue, and we're moving backward into the ship now, is that the Enterprise itself is not a cylinder. Let's take a journey. We're going to see the original. Well, it's not the original. I think the perimeter is smaller on this one. I gotta measure exactly how big this is. See, this is what I did for this. I was able to do some step ups to try to get like better angles and to help with the gradual sizing of it. So this is where my experiment goes next. Now, the front piece is supposed to be the widest bit. So this should be right here. So I need to be 4 in. And next segment is 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay. So let's see how this works with these circles and see if it's even possible. Or I think it's more likely that I'm going to have to go and reset and do another round of circles. But I am curious if there's a way to shortcut some of that process. I know I shouldn't be talking about shortcuts, but that's the way it is sometimes. See, it does look smaller. It looks so much smaller. It feels smaller too. I think I should have gone with the 12. All right, let's see. Let's have a look. Let's do a step out instead of a step in. So we actually need to do like this. And I'm placing these here just to be sure that we have some place to latch onto. So 1, 2. See, we already have issues popping in here where the spacing is going to be off. It's going to be off on both sides. So I got to figure out what's the best thing for this. If I'm going to go over 1, so here's the thing. If I go over 2, 1, 2. How much is it going to? And I think having a separate circle build for this would probably be the best solution. Sometimes you can shortcut the process, sometimes you can't. This may be one of those times where you can't. Either that or you have to live with the gaps. Or maybe the gaps can be filled. Like doing something like this. No, you can't. Haha. Well, I tried. Depends on how it overlaps, I suppose. Nope, too much over. Too much. Now, here's another thought. Instead of being so overt, and we're still experimenting here, okay? Instead of being so overt, maybe a half step would actually work in this case. because the half step reduces the amount of space in between, the amount of gap. All right, you see what's happening here? This would actually work a lot better. So I'm going to have to fool around with that and see better options. For right now, this is where we are. We got the ability to build vertical circles. You can have that that little gap, but go ahead and knock yourself circles over on Reddit. Check out Lego Moxie and that guy from Neptune. Oh my God, the one guy that is doing all the work. But yeah, go check out that thread. Look for the I solve complexity thread, and that should give you a lot of really cool information. I'll try to put more information on the under YouTube. Anyway, if it's your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things. For all those guys who have been coming back, thank you for joining me again, and love to have you here. Thank you so much, and Katie for being an awesome moderator. Chris Carnage, always great to see you, my friend. All the rest of you guys, thank you. Dirty, good to see you. Rooster, Sol Devs, I'll see you in the next stream. Dave Scare, Kathy, thank you guys for coming by. Rooster, Mr. Black, everyone, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye.